What's up, guys? How are y'all doing tonight? If y'all can hear me, type in the comments. Let me. Hey, we got one person in the house. What's up? If y'all don't mind, sharing this out, giving people in, that'd be great. Maybe I can get some people up here on the panel. Hey, two people, how y'all doing tonight? I know it's been a while since I've been live and all that kind of stuff. There is something I want to talk to people about. Um, the reason why I didn't go live there for a while, um, because I found out something about my childhood home, and maybe I want to get some people up here on panel to talk to them about it and see if they want to join in on the live that I do at that house. I don't know what time, I don't know what day I plan on doing it, but I will do a live when I get a chance to go there. But if we can get some people in here tonight, that'd be great. Like I said, if y'all want to share it out, y'all can. Because I want to get some people in here and everything. So yeah, share it out on Twitter, whatever. Hello. Not here. I'm going to do something real quick. I'll go ahead and get the link. I'll go ahead and post it. And if anybody wants to come out, y'all can. If not, that'd be great. And David, if that's you watching, thanks for the tweet. Appreciate it. If you want to come up there, you can. Just give me a second, guys, because I want to do something. And like I said, if y'all want to come up, that's fine. And um, give me a sec. I'm gonna try to get some more people in here. I'm back. One person, if you want to come up, you can. You can grab the link, come up. Like I said, David, if you're still here, you can come up if you want to, buddy. Or if anybody's watching, you want to come up. Anyways, feel free to just comment. And let me know how y'all's day is. I'd be afraid to find it. I will not take. Want to come up, you can. If you want to stay down comments, comment, all that kind of stuff. And strike up a conversation. And some of you are just out there probably working or whatever, which is fine. It's so let me know y'all are there. Be right back, guys. Oh,
Hey,
okay,
what's
what's
up,
up, David?
Tyler? Oh, not much. What's going on?
Nothing. Well, not a whole lot. Just here,
Yeah,
here,
finally somebody went live. I'm like, I've been waiting for a while, but yeah, for somebody to go live. It's like everybody
and
else disappeared, you know?
yeah, so I decided to go live tonight for a little while. And
Yeah, finally. Wow.
yeah, I know it's actually been a while since I've been live,
Yeah, me
but
too. I've been like looking and looking. God, it's like where'd everybody go?
yeah, I tweeted out I found out something um,
Hmm.
uh, that kind of scatterbrained me simply because
Ah,
um, at my childhood home that I pretty much was raised up in since I was 5. Um, found out that in that house, uh, that possibly my dad's spirit has been in that house for since 2018, since my dad's accident,
hmm.
and just found out recently when because my mom had rented out a house, so the renters there and plus the renter's sister. So I have a few witnesses that have claimed to see a tall spirit at the same house as my dad was, um, just hanging out in the house. But every time they would go into the master bedroom of the house, they he kind of almost ran them out of the master bedroom where they were sleeping. And the renter's sister was telling me and my wife that um, tell us about that. I was like, no, couldn't be. My wife was like, what? I was like, that could be my dad's spirit that's there at that house. And So I turned to the renter's sister because she also seen the spirit. I turned to her and I basically pulled up a picture of my dad. I was like, could this be him? And her eyes got big and was like, yes,
Oh,
that was him. I
oh
was
boy.
like, oh god.
Hmm.
I was like, so because I wanted to go to the house, like house really bad, and do uh, a live stream paranormal research on that house and try to connect with the spirit because this would be the first time I've ever tried to make contact with this spirit.
Hmm.
And yes, I've had multiple opportunities to do it, but I've been so busy over the years with jobs and all kind of stuff, and never got around to doing anything. So, probably within the next maybe week or so, because the renters have something going on that they're going to do there at the house, and I'm going to try to stay in contact with them to try to set up a day that I can come over, like during the day, whatever, and do a live stream, and maybe have some people come up on panel and kind of you know be my extra eyes and ears, um, because I'll have my other phone with me to because I've got a spirit box and all that kind of stuff on that other phone that I plan on using. So um, the reason why I say eyes and ears is, I mean, even though it's going to be during the day. Hey Kathy, um,
Hey,
like I said,
Oracles.
even though it's going to be during the day, because I think even though it was during the day that they seen him, sometimes during the night, maybe keep an eye, like I said, keep an eye out. Maybe there's going to be a dark shadow figure walk through the house or whatever. And also, the reason why I say ears is because I may ask a couple questions. Hey, knock on the door, knock on the, because this is um, it's a 1.5 story house. The reason why I say half story is because when my parents bought the house, um, when I was 5, the upstairs bedroom happened to just be a storage room before they converted it into a bedroom. It
Hmm.
was a two bedroom, two bath house, but um, like I said, they converted the upstairs storage room into a bedroom, so it could be like a 3 bedroom, two bath house and all that stuff. Anyways, um, and the stairs that lead up to that bedroom happens to be metal stairs,
Hmm.
and that bedroom is actually located right next to that master bedroom. So I'll probably be walking around that area and maybe asking, hey, could you knock on the master bedroom door, or hey, could you knock on the stairs right here? Let me know you're here or whatever, just yes, I'm nervous about doing this because it was a
Oh
thing for
yeah.
me.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I used to get nervous too. Yeah, not too much anymore.
And this will be the first paranormal investigation that I would be doing. So, I mean, well, not first ever, I should say, because I did one once before
Mhm.
with a couple friends, but it'll be the first investigation I do on my own by myself inside my childhood home. Um, well, take it back. I might have someone else there with me just in case. You know,
Oh yeah. It's always good to have a backup,
um,
especially on your during your first investigation. Or
yeah, because I
you
never
don't know
know
what's
what
going to be there, you know.
because I never know what's going to happen. So
Yeah,
it's always good to
that's
have
it.
kind of
You
like
don't know.
because you never know what's going to happen because you may go around this one corner and something just uh, knock you onto your ass or something.
Yep.
Unknown force
Yeah, when I'm
that
in doubt, yeah, when I'm in doubt on an investigation, I let my friend Ancient go there first and take a quick look
yeah,
around. And he can sense, a lot of things I can't. So if there's something bad there, he's gonna know right away. So if he
yeah,
says, I'm not sensing anything bad, but there are, a couple spirits lurking, I'm like, okay, I'll go
yeah. I
check them
mean,
out.
I've had the census actually had I've I have had um, moments where I've sensed spirits around me. Other times when I did sense those spirits around me, they didn't actually physically appear
Oh
in
yeah.
front of me, but they like put an image in my head of them to
Hmm.
let me know, hey, look, I'm right here, all that kind
Yep.
of stuff. Um, like earlier when I left work around 9 o'clock my time, Central Standard Time. When I left my work, I came down a certain road that uh, went past the cemetery and also was literally down the street from where my dad had his accident, vehicle accident. Um,
Oh.
yeah, there was some curves or whatever where my dad had his accident, and then
Hmm.
from there maybe I would say half a mile down the road happened to be a cemetery. But that cemetery that was half a mile down the road from where his accident happened is not the cemetery where he was laid to rest.
Mm.
I know where my dad's laid to rest. I know where my grandparents are laid to rest, which happens to be his parents, because where my grandparents and my dad is buried at are in the same cemetery,
Hmm.
which happens to be in the same city where I actually went to school at.
Wow.
So yeah, um, even though I lived in a city that was maybe 5 to 10 minutes down the road from where I went to school at, because I went to Malakoff here in Texas. I went to Malakoff Independent School District, Where we lived at was in Caney City, Texas, which was, like I said, about maybe 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes down the way. So it wasn't really too far of a drive. Um, where I live at now, I live maybe 30 minutes from there, from where I went to school. Um, Other than that, I've been busy with work, considering the fact
Oh,
that
yeah.
I do have two jobs, which is kind of tiring, and you can probably hear it in my voice.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
I I'm exhausted physically, mentally.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
like that for a couple days. I mean, a
and
couple days. I went to bed like before midnight, and normally I don't, but I was just I couldn't I couldn't do it anymore. I just had to sleep.
right, yeah, there there's actually days that um because at Chicken Express I have a set schedule at Chicken Express where I work
Hmm.
during the day. I go in at 9 o'clock, don't get off until 4 o'clock, and then there are certain days that I do work at my other job, and I happen to work back at one of my old jobs at Burger King.
Oh,
Um,
Burger King. Wow.
yeah, I I basically go in at 5 o'clock, and there's times that I either get off at either 9 o'clock or I get off at 10 o'clock, depending on the day. And
Hmm.
by the time I get off, get home, I don't go to sleep until maybe 12 o'clock, maybe in between 12 and about maybe 1 ish, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but yeah, when I found out that about my childhood home, I was like, I need to do an investigation there.
Oh, yeah.
I need to go and get a hold of my dad's spirit, just to see if there was anything that he needs to tell the family or anything like that. Then once I once I finish the live stream and make sure that it's uploaded on YouTube, I can go around. I can go get around my family and basically pull up the live stream and let them listen to it and all that kind of stuff. I may like when I do the live stream, I may do some spirit box. I may do some uh, voice recording on the phone as well, just to you know get his voice through and all that kind of stuff. Because I think with most of spirit box apps, they have that kind of on some of them they have that little noise, but there's others that don't. I can't remember if the one I use, the app I use, does that or not. I just have to uh, turn that phone on and look. Can't remember. But anyways, I may do a couple different things with that phone as far as doing like EVPs, um, doing Spirit Box or whatever. But I mean, other than that, that's been pondering in my mind ever since I got told that. Well, yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. Uh,
Yeah.
because I don't think I don't even think that um, my mother knows, and I don't want to spook my mother right away because I don't want to tell her, oh, hey, I'm going over to the house and doing a paranormal investigation of the house because there's a spirit there. I want to tell her, hey, look, I'm going to go to the house, take a, go through the house and all that kind of stuff and just, go into the house and probably say my last goodbye to that house,
Hmm.
even though she's renting it out. But, you know, then I mean, she may turn around and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and tell him." So I'd rather go to the house while I can, and
Hmm.
you know, take a last walk around the house. And while I'm there, I'll do my live stream paranormal deal and everything. So yes, there is times that I do miss my dad, and I think when I do this, it may or may not, you know, help me finally grieve his death
Hmm.
because I never really fully grieved because I've had so many deaths that were kind of back to back over these last 5, 6 years or whatever that I never really grieved over.
Mm.
Um, my grandparents were one of them, which kind of, or no, it was my cousin. He was the first one to actually go, and then it was my grandparents, then my great grandfather, then my dad, and then within this last year, or with at the beginning of this year, I would say towards the beginning of this year, it was just within this beginning of this year, I lost my step grandfather, and then I lost my grandmother within a week or two or three after my grandfather passed away. So
Mm.
I actually got to see where they were buried out at Dallas Fort Worth National Cemetery, and it's pretty much a veteran cemetery for all the veterans that have served throughout all the wars. So I got to see where they were buried at, but this last time that I went out there, I had really sensed a lot of negativity out there. I don't know why, but I did. I sensed, I was getting when we went out there to go visit my grandparents and then go visit my wife's dad out there. I was getting like I was sensing something there, something bad there. The only
Yeah.
reason why I knew that it was I was getting a real bad headache. But
Hmm.
after we left there, it went away.
Yeah, that's what happens most of the time.
And I because like when I was getting this headache, like my wife even looked at me and would ask me, "Hey, what's wrong?" I told her I was like, "Look, I'm getting a real bad headache from here." And like after we left, and she was like, "Hey, I noticed you had a real bad headache. You know, what was up?" And I was like, "Hey, look, you're probably not gonna believe me, but there was a lot of negative spirits out there." And she was like, "Well, probably is."
Oh yeah, definitely.
And as soon as I got home this afternoon, I ended up taking a shower, and I had to do my usual shower and shave, all that kind of stuff, and now I don't have a full goatee anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually took off the top part, left the
okay.
bottom. But yeah, want to try something new, and no, I am
Oh, all
not.
right.
I'm not
Okay, yeah, I
following.
see it.
Yeah, I'm not following Grinch's footsteps there. I've actually done this before, to where I
Mm-hmm.
just had this here, all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah. All right.
so yeah, just wanted to try a look I've had before back again. So, I mean, yeah. And plus, I kind of got tired of when the like the top part, the top lip part was getting too long. It started like every time I would eat, like it would the top part kind of go in just a little bit. And I'm like, nope, have to do something with
Mm-hmm.
that. So I just decided to shave that top part off. But yeah, um, other than that, I still plan on making vids and all kind of more vids and all that kind of stuff. I may still, cause I know still do a lot of live streams. And
Mm-hmm.
I may take breaks here and there, and they may be a little long on taking breaks. I'm gonna try to, because there's a funeral home that is in the next town over that I want to talk to the owners of that also runs a funeral home over in Malakoff that did both my grandparents' funeral and my dad's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they've got a funeral home, like I said, over in the next city over from me that I want to get a hold of them and see if it's possible that I could kind of do a walk around, just do a exploration video throughout that funeral home and just do a walk around.
Oh yeah.
I've seen different vids of different people walking around funeral homes, kind of like Omar and James DeFam.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how they did different funeral homes. I remember the one vid that um, Omar did that he found a hearse at the back of a funeral home that
Oh yeah.
he actually found a casket in the back of it. Once I saw once I saw that video, I was like, "What?
Oh
That's
yeah.
kind of
It
weird."
happens.
I mean, it's kind of I would say understandable because that funeral home particularly probably went out of business and they were trying to transport the caskets to a different location or whatever
Mm-hmm.
in the hearse. So which was kind of understandable, but they left the hearse there, left the casket in the back. So
Oh wow.
hopefully there was
Yeah,
no.
yeah. I'm halfway looking for hers. Halfway, but that'd be funny to get one with a casket in the back. Put the casket on tracks and make it like the slide out compartment
Oh
and
yeah,
put stuff in. that,
yeah,
that would be funny though.
oh yeah. I
Have
know
it
there was.
have a little electronic motor so the back door goes up and the casket rolls out slowly.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of funny to see.
Yeah,
Uh,
everybody be like, "What are you doing?" Oh, that's my trunk, my storage.
yeah, just kind of have like
What?
that would that would actually be funny to just to like maybe do that, but also like have like cameras like whatever set pointing out from like the inside looking out of the vehicle
Oh
of the
yeah.
hearse, and then have those buttons right there by the driver, and just kind of hit them. Hit the one
hmm
to open the door while you're driving down the road, and then have another one just so you can hit it and have that motor kind of push it out a little bit at a time, and maybe have a third one
hmm
just to have it connected to the casket itself to where it would actually pop open. See what people
Oh,
just
yeah. Yeah,
it,
that'd be cool. So like, unlatches, opens up,
yeah,
give it that nice little creaky noise.
oh yeah,
The creaks open.
a little
People be people be like running away from that.
yeah,
Oh no, the casket's coming out and it's opening up all by itself. Nobody's there. Oops.
yeah. That'd be kind of funny, kind of cool to do, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I've been wanting to get a hearse. You know, one
Oh
of these days,
yeah.
I want to get a hearse,
hmm
and just to drive around. Just
Oh yeah. I don't know how
just
my
do.
neighbors would like it, but I don't know. Yeah, I might even be able to rent it out.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah,
I did.
somebody that's short of her said, okay, yeah, I could rent mine out. Give it a little extra work.
Yeah, um, I did see that one episode of Ghost Adventures where Zach got a hearse and ended up
Hmm.
getting it kind of uh, tricked out or whatever,
Oh
and
yeah.
like he had like a coffin in his back that happened to be a subwoofer,
Oh, okay.
which I thought was pretty cool. And then like the people that actually tricked it out had also installed a fog machine
Uh-oh.
into it. And when they did it, they um, kind of made it to where like when you open the doors and leave the doors open, you can flip on a switch and it'll turn that fog machine on,
hmm
and it'll look like the fog is coming out from underneath the seats and coming into the floorboards and stuff, which was kind of cool. And I mean, it's kind of wicked because it's a hearse, and the
Oh yeah.
things that are associated with hearse is they carry around dead bodies. And with when they added that fog machine, it kind of gave it that creepy look.
Yep.
And also the coffin that happened to be a subwoofer. I'm like, what? And also, he also bought that one car that happened to belong to a serial killer. I think it was that it was a Corvette, I think, that happened to be owned by a serial killer, which I can't remember who it was that owned it before Zach. I can't remember. I'm sure there's not a lot of people coming in. I mean, the only two people that I've seen come in was you and Cassie.
Hmm.
I tried like messaging Lexi and Dom through Twitter, see if they wanted to come in or whatever. They responded back to me. Let's see here. Let me try getting a hold of somebody real quick. Let's see if we.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where everybody disappeared to. Oh, yeah, yeah, and I can relax tonight. I had a busy day, long meeting I had to go to. I got people working on stuff in my place. Yeah, it's been crazy. Am I by myself up here? Uh-oh, what happened?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
There you are. Like, whoops, so what happened? I was all by myself.
Yeah, I
I'm
tried
used to
to.
that though. That always happens to me. Like no matter what stream I go on, yeah, sometimes I like look and it's like, wait a minute, where'd everybody else go?
Yeah, kind of exited out a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
guess once I did that, it kind of booted me out.
Hmm. Yeah, tonight I am relaxing. It was a hectic day. I had to do a phone conference and I had a big meeting I had to go into for hours. It's
Oh well.
crazy. Plus, I got people that are coming in working on my place, running new wiring for my music studio because we had a little bit of a mouse problem.
Hmm.
A little bit. Yeah, luckily they only took out a couple of the audio leads. They got one power cable, but
Huh.
luckily, yeah, we had spares. Plus, I got my two cousins to come over and yeah, do some reinforcing work, make sure the mice can't do it again.
Okay.
So yeah, they've been in and out all week, trying to set things up, fixing up the audio racks, and
Okay.
but the brain of the whole system is my laptop. It's up. I don't know if I'm happy about that or not. I want like a full size studio mixing console. I want the whole thing, but I got this little dinky laptop that's like doing a lot of the work.
Right.
That's where all my audio inputs and outputs are.
Right.
Yeah, everything hooks into the laptop, and then it's got the mixing console built in and all that damn software. It took that took like 3 weeks to install.
Oh well.
Yeah, it was a pain in the yeah, it was a total pain. Everything's installed. I think it's ready to go. It just
Okay.
gotta they just gotta run the wires for the monitor speakers. I think we're set.
Nice.
I think. I don't know.
Right.
Something else is bound to go wrong. I don't know what, but something.
Right.
But yeah, at least they got most of the equipment set.
Yeah, so far we got 2 people watching.
Oh, yeah, one of them's probably my one of them's my laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody's down there. I don't know who, but somebody.
Somebody's lurking.
Yeah, somebody's working.
Hey, person, if you're lurking, hi.
Hello.
Like, usually by the time I get home, I'm usually trying to relax and all that stuff. And
Yep.
I mean, it's gotten so bad
Yeah, it's
that
not, yeah.
it's gotten so bad that when I was working 2 jobs,
Oh
I
God.
I've been so exhausted that I've been when we first moved in here with our roommate, I been playing video games with our roommates, and
Yeah, I had to do. Yeah, I do that with my dad now. Yeah,
and
we play. We're playing. Still playing Warpath. We're
I've
getting
been
crazy with
playing
it too.
I've been playing on the PS4, and we've been playing um, Destiny 2 and a game called Ark,
Mm,
and it's ARK, just like Noah's Ark,
yep.
but this is a different type of Ark. This is basically a survival game that
Oh, okay. Yep.
predates back to like the dinosaur age,
Hmm.
and you have to pretty much survive against dinosaurs and prehistoric animals such as like the T Rex, the um the what are they called, the shoot, the freaking megalodons. There we go. Those
Wow.
prehistoric sharks,
Yep.
pretty much almost anything. Hey, Kill Hut, how you doing?
Oh, Killhut's here. What's up?
He kind of snuck in
Oh,
there.
all
How you
right.
doing?
There's Killhut.
I just happened to look because I'm also watching TV too. I actually happened to look over my phone because it's because it's sitting right here, right next to me. and
Mhm.
I pretty much got the TV right there in front of me. And it's funny is I've got my phone set up, and it's funny because I've got this little tiny thing right here holding my phone,
Mhm.
and it's a pretty good thing so far that I've used to set up my phone. And so yeah, because when I go and do different things, that'd probably be one of my best things to do because those little black things that are shown on the bottom of it are basically like slip resistant type deals.
Mhm.
So it they act like a grip. So I could set it like if I just
Oh
want to
yeah.
stand up.
Oh yeah. I got one like that. Actually,
So yeah,
two. I think. Yeah, I'm getting all
so
kinds of equipment.
so yeah, if I want to stand like go to a location or whatever, and I don't want to go too far away from my vehicle, I can just
Mhm.
put my phone in it and just set it up on top of my hood and all that kind of stuff, and be like right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I got like three or four gimbals like that. I got that one. Yeah, two that are like yours, and I got like three or four others that are yeah they have the can set up into its little tripod.
oh yeah.
The handle opens up, yeah, into a tripod. Yeah, they're pretty nice. A lot better than
Yeah.
what I used to use.
Matter of fact, right out there where my dad and my grandparents are buried at,
Mm.
they have their main gates that you can go into, and they loop around. There's like four main gates. Two of them are connected through for like in a loop because they've got sections in there. They okay like in the first two gates they have cemeteries on the right side, and you loop around. There's a canopy as soon as you go in, and right in the middle of those two gates, there's some cemeteries in between. And same thing on the other side, but both sides are completely surrounded by uh, tombstones and everything, grave sites. Now, where my dad and my grandparents are buried at, they've got these other gates that are off to the distance, away from the main gates. That I could open up one of them and I could literally drive out to where they're buried at.
Hmm.
And if I want to drive out there to where they're buried at, I can do so. But right now, they need to kind of cut the grass because it's too long, too high. Uh,
Yeah, that happens.
and I,
That happened the last cemetery I went to. Yeah, nobody cut the grass in a while, and it wasn't too bad.
yeah, I mean, I didn't want to drive my vehicle out there and basically, you know, with, and I don't want to leave if I do so, I don't want to leave my vehicle running because I don't want to start a grass fire.
Yeah, yeah, I know people that have done that. It's like, oops.
But yeah, I mean, I think once I go do this investigation, I may shed a tear or two,
Hmm. Oh yeah.
but it'll probably be mostly needed. Um, because the live stream that I do for it may not be that long, but it'll be long enough for me to say what I need to while on live stream, and you know, and for me to actually catch something on there.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Amanda. Hey, Maria.
Hey, what's up, Maria?
Hey, if y'all want to come up, y'all can grab that link
Oh,
and
hey,
come up if
Amanda.
y'all want to. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough one that I do.
Mm. Oh yeah. Yeah, we might do a couple investigations like that. Go back to our family cemeteries. Me and Ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on that. I don't know when we're going to do it, but we're going to start going to cemeteries and other parts of Connecticut where our relatives are buried and
Okay.
visiting with them.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
And Ancient wants to do that with his real father that he didn't know was his father till like yeah, not even a year ago.
Okay.
Because he had a DNA test done, and the DNA had matched a friend of the family, sort of, and yeah. So he wants to go visit the grave of his real father.
Okay. Yeah,
So
my
yeah,
real
that's
father.
that's yeah, that's going to be something when he does that.
Yeah, my real father's still alive, but I never really had contact with
Mm,
him,
yeah.
uh, simply because he's never been in my life. He left my mom when I was 6 months old. That's when
Yeah.
that's when my stepdad stepped in, and
Mhm.
I don't really call him my stepdad because he was my dad since I was 6 months old, and um, so yeah, I mean, I just I just part of me when I go do this investigation, part of me wants to hear his voice one last time,
Oh yeah.
and because on his birthday, which happened to be October 26th, on his birthday in 2018, he went to a football game that year for Malakoff, my high school, and um, after that he went to his aunt's house, not that far from where I live in Prairieville, which happens to be on the other side of Maybank, Texas. Um, Went out there, decided to drink and all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
And usually, when him and my mom decides to drink out there, they usually spend the night out there and don't get in the vehicles and come home. Unfortunately, late that night, early morning the next day, we're the 27th, he got in the vehicle and decided to go home. So his physical form may have not made it home, but his spirit form did. So yeah, so his spirit has may have been there for 3 years since 2018. I think that's almost 3 years. Because it'll be 3 years in October. So yeah, it'll be kind of interesting, I would say. And, but like I was saying, it'll be. I'm still like right now talking about it. Yes, I'm getting butterflies in my stomach talking about
Yeah.
doing this investigation. Nervousness, but I want to do it. Want to get it done and everything,
Hmm.
so I can get it out of the way and everything.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, okay, I'm the only one in this living room that I heard something move.
Hmm.
But I know not that long ago, one of our dogs had uh, was like getting old, and he was getting to the point that he was not able to get up and move around anymore. And he tried to one morning he tried to get up to go to the restroom, and when he tried to get up, his legs fell out from underneath him.
Hmm.
And my wife told her roommates because it was their dog. And they were like, what? My wife's like, what? Just go ahead and put him down. Not let him suffer anymore. And they had him cremated. They
Hmm.
took their dog and had him cremated, and they put him in a spot right over here. You see where the little toys are,
Yeah.
right, right here,
Hmm.
right where my finger is where he is. Now that silver thing right behind it, that's
Yep.
actually um, his our roommate's husband's mom. But
Oh.
in the little pine box with the little ball and the two squeaky toys on the either side of him. That is their dog,
Hmm.
and like I said, they had him cremated, and uh, they they said that if he ever gone, that they were going to cremate him. So they did, and every once in a while, I would hear him do his work, and he had long nails, and every once in a while,
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
every because we have wood flooring down the hallway, so every once in a while,
Oh yeah.
you hear that little noise
Yep.
down the hallway, and all the other dogs were asleep.
Yep. That actually happens quite a bit from what I hear.
Now we did have another dog that did pass away, not by being put down. She was a pit bull. Domino, the one that they had put down, um, they uh, he was a Australian Shepherd,
Mm-hmm.
and the people that had him before our roommates used him as a herder. And when our roommates got him, he was getting up there in age, but they've had him for a while. And like I said, just recently they had him put down and cremated. Maria said my dog knew I was gonna gonna out him down in the morning, but he was dead when we went out there. My dog now, a Yorkie, when he goes, we cremate him and use some of his ashes as a tattoo. That'd be cool, Maria. Um, Now, the pit bull that passed away, uh, for last May when she passed away, the night that she passed away, I ended like for some reason I actually uh I heard her bark um because we didn't know she passed away until the next day
Mm-hmm.
after I got home. Like that day, like during the day, whatever, I when I got home, she was fine. She was just laying there. She was looking around and everything, and I guess sometime that night into the next day she passed away. And then when I
Mm.
came home that day, my wife was like, "There's something wrong. Uh, did you go check on her?" All kind of stuff. And then when I went out there, that's when I found her, and she was because we had put a box spring and a mattress out there for her, and kind of set up a tent like thing around that bed for her, and so she can stay out of the weather and all kind of stuff. And, unfortunately, when I went out there to go find her, she was laying next to the bed on the ground, and I just came back in, and my wife was like, "What? What?" And I just looked at her. At that point, she knew that she was. My wife knew she was gone.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. When I found her, I couldn't speak. I couldn't tell her, even though like I told her through my facial expressions. I just couldn't physically tell
Mm-hmm.
her. And I mean, one of the things is, with dogs that I get close to, and as I get close to my wife, I don't have the heart to say anything. I mean, even though I should, but I just couldn't. I mean, we have two other dogs that are up there in age. And it's going to be very hard way attached to them. Yeah, it is. It is very hard, Maria. But Yeah, we've got two other dogs. One of them's a little wiener dog, and she's out there in age. Like we expect her to be the next one to go. And Rocky, which is a, I think he's a mix with a pit and something else. I think, but there's some of them here that they're still have a little bit of a full life ahead of them. But yeah, I mean, we've got one of the dogs that is our roommates, but she sleeps in bed with us.
Hmm.
For some reason, I keep seeing stuff out of the corner of my eyes. I don't know why.
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes.
I'll just be looking around, and for some reason, I see stuff out of the corner. And like every once in a while, like this, that door right there,
Hmm.
like it has a window in it, and every once in a while, if I look over there, like I would see a face in that window. Nobody's over there.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, every once in a while, I'll still see a spirit at the end of the hallway
Hmm.
where where two of the bedrooms are. But they don't really bother me.
Yeah, my spirits here usually don't bother me. Sometimes they'll jokingly unplug something, hide something occasionally, knock something over, but stay pretty quiet. Except for when Ancient came over that one time, and they were constantly calling my name, and it was driving him crazy. Yeah, every few minutes they'd be calling my name, and he'd be like, "He's not here." But they kept calling for me anyway. Like,
Yeah,
save us, one of those.
yeah. But yeah, I mean,
All right. Yeah, later, Maria. I'll be praying for you.
yeah, Maria. Definitely keep you in my thoughts.
Hmm.
I hope everything goes well.
Hmm.
like every once in a while, like I'll like hear somebody like talk. Other than that, I don't sense things.
Hmm.
You know what's weird is I I showed you the door earlier,
Yep.
and the it's got this shade on it.
Hmm.
When I showed you that door, the strings, whatever that open and close the shades, wasn't moving.
Yep.
Now it is.
Mm. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just like a little steady move, but it's not like one of those outrageous moves. Just it's just like a little sway. But I know we don't have like gusts of wind going out throughout this house. But yeah, it's just a little steady little sway. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow during the day I'll be in Dallas.
Okay.
Me and my wife are actually going to go up to see her mom and all that kind of stuff. She actually lives in a nursing home, so
Hmm.
well, it's a nursing home slash rehabilitation center.
Yep.
But she's she's been staying there ever since several years back. Like I know it's been since maybe 2017 or so when she went in. But yeah, I mean, even though it's a bit of a drive, I mean, like we can like fill our Kia Sorrento up, put like maybe 45 bucks in, fill it up, and we can go up there and spend like the whole day up there and drive around a little bit and come back home and only use maybe quarter of a tank,
Hmm.
which is not that bad. I mean, that Sorrento's pretty good on gas.
Oh yeah.
I know. I just recently because it's got brake pads on all four tires. I just recently replaced the front two, so it's actually braking a hell of a lot better than it was when we first got it. So now all we have to work on is getting the back brakes done. I've replaced the front windshield wipers. The next thing is I'm doing the changing the oil out myself because I know how to do that. So yeah, I was gonna do it today before I went into Burger King, but didn't get a chance to. Yeah. Anyways, I thought I might do a little bit of a live today. Uh,
Hmm.
tell them what's going. Kind of tell everybody what's going on and
Oh yeah.
what's going to come up, even though it's going to be about a week or so. Um, so that the renters can do their thing real quick. Uh, because I think they're doing a birthday party or something. So they're getting a bounce house and all that kind of stuff, I guess, for their kids
Hmm.
and letting them do their thing. Then after that, go in and do my thing. Now we're up to, did go down to one viewer. Now we're up to three. Hi, other people.
Oh yes. People are sneaking around.
Yeah, I went down to two now.
Yeah, right. We scared them all.
So yeah, it's gonna be one of those days.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no clue yet. This weather, we got such bad weather now. It's either too hot or it's too wet.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe one of these days, like I said earlier, maybe one of these days I can talk to the people with the uh, funeral
Oh yeah.
home. That funeral home that's over in the city next to me, like it
Hmm.
looks like it's been abandoned for some time now, and just let it go and check it out. I'll, I know I'll probably bring somebody along with me when I go in there, but
Hmm.
I'm not gonna go in there alone. Not in a funeral home. I may go to the cemetery, whatever, alone, but not in a funeral home alone. Like
Hmm.
when I went up there for my dad's viewing, not at that funeral home I was talking about, but the one that did my dad's funeral. That when I went up there to the viewing because I got a ride up there, I got dropped off. I was like the first one there. I mean, even though there was one of the workers there, but I was pretty much the first one of the family that
Hmm.
uh, that showed up, and I had some weird vibes when I was there, and I knew that they had my dad's body in the casket in the in the viewing room at the
Yeah.
funeral home, but I didn't go back there until somebody else, in the family or my wife was there. I don't want to go back there yet. But luckily after I showed up there, my wife showed up and everything, and my wife went back there and viewed the body and everything.
Hmm.
And everybody started showing up for the viewing, and then when they did the funeral the next day, like we had like a whole bunch of people like from the community show up. We had family that showed up, and then we had like pretty much almost the whole town of Malakoff show up. Simply
Wow.
because, yeah, it's simply because
Hmm.
when my dad was alive, he had a paint and body shop open there in Malakoff, and even though he worked on cars, he pretty much kind of you know touched that person's life when he was alive and all that stuff. So
Hmm. Oh yeah.
he pretty much, like I said, pretty much almost the whole town was there. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy to see how many people showed up that day.
Hmm.
But anyways, um, it's like 12:22 here where
Yeah,
I'm
it's
at.
like we got 122 here.
I know I still have to get up in the morning because we plan on getting up at like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning,
Hmm.
so she can take a shower, and then by 10 o'clock we're planning on leaving out, and we're gonna stop by like an errands or something to try to get a new bed because the bed that we have is worn out, and it's
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's time for us to get a new bed. And then from there we're gonna head to Dallas. So we're probably gonna be gone the whole day. Probably won't get back
Hmm.
home until anywhere from 4 to 6 or 7. I can't remember. But yeah, you want to go ahead and call it a night on here, all that stuff, and get some sleep and hit the road in the morning.
Yep.
But yeah, appreciate you coming up on panel and
Oh
everything.
yeah. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been like dying to go up on the panel, but there's like I couldn't find anybody.
yeah, like I know because I know Peppermint Patty was live
Hmm.
earlier, but
Yeah,
yeah,
through the veil did a live too, which surprised me that they're live in the cemetery. I'm like, whoa, okay.
they were live. Wow, I didn't know that there was.
Yeah, yeah. Her and Ripley were up by themselves. Oh no, they had what's her name? Becky with them, I think.
Hmm,
Yeah, three of them were out in the cemetery. The bad one, Horb.
hmm. Was Paranormal Underworld with her, or
No,
Jack?
it was just no, it was just her, Becky, and Ripley.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Yeah, just the,
hey, Beth.
uh-oh, there's Beth. Everybody hide.
Yeah, I think she came in just to
Yeah,
mess
right.
around.
Uh-huh.
But I could probably stay on for a little bit longer.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, a little bit. I still don't know what I'm doing. Yeah,
What the?
hopefully we get. Hopefully everybody gets the wiring hooked up here for the studio. Yeah, maybe we can do some recording tomorrow. Maybe not, unless we find something. Yeah, something else drastically wrong. The racks are together. Just got to run the lines for the monitors. I think we're set. I think.
Beth says, "Okay, I'm hiding. Hello."
Yeah,
I know you're good, Beth.
you're good. Yeah, we're all right. Ah,
Yeah, I don't mind staying on a little bit longer.
yeah, we can stay on for a little.
Hey, if you want to come up, Beth, you can grab that link. So, yeah, I'm actually, watching Joe Dirt. It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Hmm.
Hey, Beth.
Hello, how are you?
All
Oh,
right.
hey Beth.
I'm a good typer. I've been typing for hours. And I was the only one in chat, so why not?
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how long you've been hiding, Beth, but I plan on doing a paranormal investigation at my childhood home.
Oh, cool.
It,
I wasn't hiding. I had just come in when I said something.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it'll probably be in a couple weeks though. But yeah, found out that my dad's spirit has been lurking around the house for about 3 years.
Oh,
So yeah, kind of nervous about going over and doing a paranormal investigation over there. But want to do it and everything. Just just to hear his voice one more time. So
yeah, I don't blame you on that.
but yeah, been crazy.
Hmm.
I know it's uh been a while since I went live and all that kind of stuff. And when I go over there, it's gonna be a live paranormal investigation. So if like people wants to come in and like be a set of eyes and ears,
Yeah,
they can. And I would even have some people come up on panel and all that kind of stuff. And
yeah.
so
The first one that Sheriff ever did, he had Mary and I up on the panel to be his eyes and ears also.
yeah, so
And also to
it'll,
let him know what was going on in chat. Yeah.
it'll be kind of interesting to do. But so like I was telling David earlier, as soon as I got home, I showered and shaved and all that kind of stuff, and I did a little bit more than just shave my sides of my face. I ended up shaving the top part here and just left the bottom part.
You look younger.
Mhm. It is what it is. I mean,
That's not a bad thing.
I mean, honestly, I have, with the full goatee, I've gotten about as old as like 40 something years old, and I'm like, really?
But
I mean,
I cut my hair tonight too, but I'm not showing anyone.
but yeah, I mean, I I've actually done this look before, to where I had just the bottom part of the goatee, and it's been a while since I've had this look, but I just wanted to uh, do it again. Just change my look up a little bit,
Oh, when it's hotter, you gotta let things air out.
and there's gonna probably be some people be like, oh, you're trying to copy Grinch or whatever. Well, Grinch never really had it wider than what he did,
Right.
but like I said, I've done it before, and it's been a while. So it's been since like uh, 2013 when I done it first time. But
Well, it's your face to do what you want with. So,
huh?
David, why are you laughing?
But
David's laughing at
What?
me. What? No, not me.
What? Who? What? Where?
I said it's your face to do with what you want.
Hmm.
but
Oh, I
yeah,
guess no. I guess David wasn't laughing. I guess he was snoring.
No. I, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you were. I thought you were laughing, but I think you were snoring, and on the way you answered. Oops.
No, no, you would have heard my other phone drop. Yeah, if I was snoring.
but yeah, I mean, uh, I'm like so tired right now. It's unreal.
You
The first
sound it.
I've been working two jobs, and it's been exhausting. And there's been times that I go into Chicken Express at eight, 8 or 9 in the morning, and that same day I'd go into my second job, which happens to be Burger King. I'm working back at that Burger King again, which I should have never went back to, but I needed the money, so I just decided to go back. And like the same day, I would go, like after getting off from Chicken Express from working 9 to 4, I would go into Burger King and work from 5 to like either 9 or 10 o'clock, and I don't get home until about after, like sometimes don't get home until after 11 o'clock or so. Don't go to bed until maybe 12, 1 o'clock, and it's pretty exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
I've had a full-time and 2 part-time jobs at one time. Oh my Lord, that's
Yeah.
exhausting, especially when you've got kids in the house to take care of.
I mean, if it's one of those things, my first job at Chicken Express is really pushing me to get lead cook position where I don't have to have a second job. Because as soon as I get the lead cook position, I will be doing, I'll be working a lot, probably a lot more hours than what I've been doing at Chicken Express. And plus, I'll be having a little bit better pay than what I have now. So hopefully, I can cut back down to after getting that lead cook position, cutting back down to having one job.
Yeah, sounds like it would work out though.
I mean, I've been there close to a year, like, and I know with my YouTube channel, I'm close to a year. So about the same time I started my YouTube channel, I started working at Chicken Express. So it is what it is. I mean, and and like I think still sitting at I think a little over 160 subscribers or whatever.
164.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm looking right at it. It's 164.
Well, yeah, 164. Yeah, but yeah, I think once I get out more and start doing more vids, it hopefully would I hopefully would get more subs and all that kind of stuff. So I know I've been doing just live streams and I've only did one actual vid, and it's been some time since I did that vid
I've been
at
sitting
the
on one for a while now. It's just sitting there under private at the moment.
but yeah, like I was telling David, with this, I lost like one of my other jobs. I was I was a delivery pizza delivery driver, and I would drive. And I was actually in this next town over, but what I was telling him about, there's actually a funeral home that I want to go check out. And I know the people that own it simply because of the fact that people that own that one
Hey, Brad.
own. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron, what's up?
Um. Anyways, I the people that own that funeral home own the one that did. Uh,
I don't even have a name anymore. Oh my God.
the ones that did my grandparents and my dad's funeral. Uh, they own the one that did those funerals. Also own the one that's in the next town over from me. Uh, Hopefully one of these days I'll get in contact with them, see if I could do an exploration video in that funeral home. So It'd be interesting just to do an exploration video in that funeral home.
I can't do funerals. I'm too sensitive.
I mean,
All I do is cry the whole time I'm in one, or even near one.
it'll be kind of interesting doing it. Um,
But it's weird. I'm like that with funeral homes, but at cemeteries, it's peaceful. I'm very
Yeah.
calm in cemetery. The funeral home, forget it.
yeah. It's just like when I go to like if I when I get in contact with the people that own that funeral home, and once I get in contact with them and they say, hey, yeah, you can uh, walk around there and all kind of stuff and possibly do a vid in there. And they tell me, yeah, I can go in there and do it. And that's one thing that I'm going to do. Not alone. I would take somebody with me.
Yeah.
Um, because and when I go do the paranormal investigation at my childhood home, I'm gonna have somebody with me there. Um, just to keep an eye on me. Just be there.
Oh, Ron. Yeah, that's not easy. I I spoke at my uncle's, but it wasn't at the funeral home. It was at the cemetery.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably I'll probably end up doing a vid at the cemetery where my grandparents and my dad's buried at. Probably sometime soon. Uh, I mean, even though the hours of that cemetery said, because like when you look up the hours of the cemetery where my grandparents and my dad's buried at, even though the times on there says from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but with this, with the whole coronavirus still around, they're still kind of iffy on the hours, you know. But it's not really, it's not a real big cemetery because
It's kind of weird though because you're outside.
do what?
It's kind of weird that if you're on the outs because you're outside.
Oh yeah, I mean, what I also found. I mean, even though I've never noticed it before out there at that cemetery, but within the last year or so, I found what looks like a little tiny mausoleum there at that cemetery, and it's not a real big cemetery. Um, because my grandparents and my dad is buried at one end of the cemetery. Like the way you go to the cemetery, it's uh my they're buried at like what's considered the front of the cemetery, but they're um even though it's front, but they're at the back of it. It's like from the front part of the cemetery where the gates are, they're at the back, but when you're coming down the road, it's front.
Yeah, I
Uh,
get that. Where my family's all buried, it's the same way. But it's a big cemetery. It has more
yeah,
than one entrance. So depending on which way you come in, depends on where the back and front is.
yeah. The cemetery has multiple entrances, but they're along the front part, like the actual front part of the cemetery. Like they have
uh,
um, four main gates, but they also have like a couple other gates off to the distance, away from the main gate.
Yeah, the where my family is, there's 3 gates, but they're all on different roads. Yeah.
But yeah, because one of these days, I'm going to probably open one of those other gates and drive to where my family's buried at, and um, just park the vehicle, turn it off, because where I'm going to, the grass is kind of too long for me to keep the vehicle running, because I don't want to leave my vehicle running and end up starting a freaking grass fire.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, um, just park the vehicle out there and um, probably do probably EVP session or spirit box session out there. But when I go out there as well, I'll probably have somebody with me too. So because the last time I went out there to go see my grandparents and my dad, I ended up feeling a negative, like a couple negative spirits out there. It
If
didn't
I
feel
ever
right.
get back where I'm from, I kind of hope that I have something happen over again that I had happened one time I went there. Because there's someone in my family that I never met because they were gone before I was born. Mostly, my family would always go on, Memorial Day, certain days, plant flowers and take care of the stones around them and everything.
Mm.
Bless you. And I went to my dad's one day, and the stone that was supposed to be in the old part was near my dad's, which is right in the very newest part of the cemetery. And like, wait a minute, I know that don't belong there. And went
Yeah,
over to where it belonged, and there it was. And I'm like, wait a minute. So the the caretaker lives right on the property. There's a house there for the caretaker and the family. So I went, knock, knock, knock. And I'm like, you're never gonna believe this, but and I told him, he said, there's no way that the same one can be in 2 different spots. I said, come with me. I showed him. And
yeah,
he literally stood there and scratched his head. He's like, I have no explanation. I've never seen anything like that before. And he ended up, because my aunt has all
yeah,
the paperwork to all the sites, he called her. And she came down and she saw it. And it's like, I don't know. Next time I went back, it wasn't like that though. It was just so weird. Because like it was a stone from like late 1700s. And it was where all the, 1900s, 2000s were.
yeah,
But it was also where it belonged too. Like, no, this is really weird.
yeah.
I'll tell you, if I didn't have 2 other people seeing that, no one ever would have believed me. But, I had gone with my family all the time to take care of the grave sites, and so I knew where it belonged.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
had a lot of experiences in that cemetery.
Yeah, like I'm like one of the only ones that like probably goes out there to the cemetery and um, kind of cleans it up a little.
Yeah.
Like if there's like any like branches or whatever, uh, right there next to the grave sites, I pretty much kind of move them away, all that kind of stuff. And but every once in a while, my mom will go out there with my little brother and kind of clean it up too. But other than that, I'm like one of the only ones that goes out there. But
More people need to do that. 'Cause I know, I even, if I saw, a mess near other grave sites, I would clean that up too.
yeah,
I mean, it's one place where you need to go there with respect for even the people you don't know.
right,
And I hope the only reason they're a mess is because they don't have any family left to do anything.
right,
Who knows who's taking care of any of them now? Because it was me, my aunt, my mother and grandmother that would go and do that. And me and my aunt are the only two left. And my aunt can't do it anymore. And so I don't know if anyone's taking care of them now. I hope so.
yeah,
I mean, heck, even if I was there, I couldn't do it anymore. I can't get down on the ground like I used to. Because we'd even, you know, trim the grass around it and everything. And you have to get down on the ground to do that.
right, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's somebody that goes out there to the cemetery when our grandparents and parents are buried out. That they usually uh, there's somebody that usually goes out there and uh, mows and weed eats and all that kind of stuff out there. And I'm guessing they like go just like right there by my grandparents and my dad is buried at, and kind of mow right there. But
Yeah, well, there's a crew that just basic upkeep, and I mean basic, very basic. So,
yeah,
like the grass will grow over the flat stones. So, and they're not trimming that well. They're just going over it with a riding mower. You know,
right, yeah, yeah. I've got a couple different pictures of where my grandparents and my dad's buried at, and all that kind of stuff. I would have to like probably bring my other phone in and one of these days and do a live stream on that to where I can show the pictures that are on the phone that I'm using now, because the other phone is um, not in service anymore because I got a new phone and everything, but still have the same number. Um, Simply because I switched uh, services and everything. So uh, we ended up like uh, I ended up getting with my roommates and say, hey, look, because we were talking about uh, adding me there to their service and everything, and um, me just paying them like $50 a month for service and all that kind of stuff and everything, which actually turned out better because um, it's not. I mean, even though either way, it's still $50 out of my pocket for phone service and everything, but it's still like I'm also paying rent and everything. But yeah, I could just add that $50 to my rent and stuff, to where I know it, like everything's being paid.
Maria.
Ah, Maria's back.
Sure is. Your surgery's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what she was saying earlier. Is she was getting ready for her surgery tomorrow.
Well, my thoughts and prayers are with you, Maria.
Yeah, I actually need to get to bed myself because I have to get up in the morning. Me and my wife are going to Dallas in the morning to go see her mom and all that kind of stuff. So, and every time we go out there and see her, which we usually do like every 2 weeks, whatever. Like right around the same day I get paid, all that kind of stuff, um, and including on the days I'm off. uh, Ron. Hey, if I was around you, Ron, I would definitely bring some chicken to you. Yeah, there's still Ron. You're like one of the other people that I owe chicken to besides Eli.
I think everyone owes Eli pizza.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's either because every time he's always in somebody's life, he's always talking about either pizza or chicken.
Yep.
I wonder how he's doing. I mean, I haven't talked to him in probably a few days or several days, probably a week.
I haven't talked to him since before he got sick. So
From what I heard, he's resting up. He's back home. Yeah, he pops into chat once in a while.
yeah, I knew he was home. I know there's a lot of people that talk to him, but I guess I'm not one he wants to talk to. Oh my gosh, my AC has been dead for a few years now. I'm sitting here dying.
Yeah, right.
Hey Beth, do you have a central air and heat, or is it like a little?
Yeah, it's central, but it died.
Oh. Huh.
And it can't even be repaired because the Freon it uses is illegal here now. It has to be replaced. Yeah.
That's a bugger. And of course, Ron said that Eli's at doctors and rehab.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's getting better and everything. I know last time I talked to him, uh, told him that I hope that he gets feeling better because I know that he was still planning, like before he got really badly sick and went into the hospital. I know that we were planning on doing, he was planning on doing an interview with me and all kind of stuff on his channel.
Yeah.
But and I'm not complaining at all. Not complaining, because I know how it is to have somebody get really sick and have to go to the hospital, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talked to him, and I told him, once he gets feeling better, we can take the interview back up. And he's like, that'd be great, man. After I get back up on my feet and everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah,
You had it pretty rough.
but
Oh, Ron, that's horrible.
that's bad, Ron. I mean, that, probably have to get something either to remove the mold or probably gonna have to rip the carpet up.
Yeah, we had to rip up a lot of carpet for that. But not furniture. I don't know how furniture ended up like that, but okay.
Yeah, in the house we're in, we had, because it had like this thin layer of carpet, and we have dogs that stay in the house, and they like to, leave their fecal matter and stuff
Mm-hmm.
in the house, and so we had to rip the carpet up and take it out and pretty much spray the house, so we can get a lot of that ammonia smell out, which is not really bad anymore after we ripped a lot of the carpet out. But there's still spots in the house, like in the rooms themselves, that still has carpet. I know our room still has carpet, but we only have one dog that stays in that room, and she goes outside to use the restroom. But yeah,
It's a you had someone watching the dog, but not the house. I take it.
huh?
I'm talking to Ron. I'm sorry.
No. Dog slobber everywhere.
I mean, they do that anyhow, but
Oh, hey, Dad mentioned that I had bought some stickers off my merch site.
not that I know.
Well, it's been probably a few weeks or whatever, but I ended up buying a couple merch stickers, and I put one on my vehicle. I was supposed to only buy one of them, but I ended up buying two. And I put one on my vehicle, and I ended up giving the other one to Grinch. And he told me, like, he sent me like a little um, voice message through Messenger, like the Facebook Messenger.
Oh
And,
no. I'm sorry.
um,
Oh no.
he sent me a little voice clip through Messenger and told me, "Hey, just got your sticker and all that kind of stuff. And as soon as I move into my new place, we'll put it up somewhere and all that kind of stuff." Look, well, I haven't. I messaged him back like after I got off, and I was like, "Cool, man."
I'll tell you why I'm all knowing now. You reminded me that I had gotten a box from Teespring, and I just opened it up, and it is broken into a lot of pieces.
Ron, I'm actually in Texas. I'm not in Pennsylvania. I mailed. I actually mailed the sticker to Grinch. Like I would say probably a few days ago that I mailed it to him, and he actually just got it today. So I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, the only person that's keeping me and my wife here in Texas is her mom, and hopefully not anytime soon. Knock on wood. It's she doesn't pass away anytime soon. But me and my wife were talking about, probably moving out of Texas. So, but don't know where yet.
I am so disappointed. I never had a mug come from Teespring that was in pieces. I didn't even take it all out of the box. It's just pieces.
But anywho, I really need to get off of here. I need to get some sleep. Be a, kind of a long day tomorrow. Anywho, I'll go ahead and end this, and I appreciate y'all coming up here. Appreciate everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
And, yeah, tired, ready to go to bed.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all on the flip.
Too
Yep,
tired. Good
all
night,
right.
everyone.
Yeah, good night, Tyler. Good night, Beth. And good night, Ron.
Yeah, good night,
Talk to y'all
everybody.
later.
Good night, David. Good
Yep.
night, Beth. Good night, Ron. Good night, Maria. Everybody.
Oh, good night, Maria.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one.
Yep.